There's hundreds of songs, thousands of songs that have galvanized people, that have brought people together for a purpose. I'm thinking of, in English alone, there's hundreds that have served a great purpose in culture. John Lennon had a song, Imagine no possessions, imagine no more greed, nothing to live and die, just everybody being together, okay? And he was assassinated. The song still lives today, 30 years later, but he was shot for it, okay? Then you have a guy, Bob Marley, who made a song. His song, you know, a lot of songs that galvanized people and brought them together. It was one love, one heart, let's get together and feel all right. And then kind of an expression that came out of that culture was one heart, one blood, you know, one heart, one love. We're all humanity, okay? And now we're today, there's so many problems. It's like, what these songs even do anything? I mean, you see that so much happens in culture. These songs come out, people, they go out, they get together, they do events together, they go to concerts together, they feel this way, it inspires them during the day. But at the end of the day, does it actually make any kind of effect? Does it affect our progress?
Well, undoubtedly, a song is the most powerful means to affect people. I would think it's more powerful than any other kind of media, because everything else is not that popular, really. Songs are the most popular, I think, from things people create. You know, within 3 minutes, you can express a lot of power and desire. You bring a person into a certain kind of state of mind, thoughts, connection. There's nothing like a song. I think it's the most powerful means. And we see that among all the actors and people in the cinema or in theater, and the singers are the most popular among everyone. They're the most famous. You have competitions, contests, but a song is the only thing that accompanies every nation, every culture for decades. And only gradually is it replaced after maybe 100, 150 years, or maybe a few decades at least. That's how long it takes us to forget a song. Just like you remember now, John Lennon's
right, but these are great songs, but what
Bob Marley's.
What effect did they have? I mean, okay, so they helped people feel together. Listen, someone's driving in their car to work, someone's has a hard time, they're a teenager in their room and they're listening, but what does it do for someone?
Well, Seth, let me ask you something else. Where did you see that anything affects humanity immediately, and everyone, roll in line because of that impact? There's no such thing. Evolution is slow and gradual, but still, this phenomenon of a song is a special one.
The reason for my question, the impetus for it, is because I grew up listening to these songs that I talked about, and so many love songs were always on the radio in the 70s. When I was growing up in the 80s, just love, love, love. Now, it was clear to me by the time I was 18 years old that when they said, I want to be with you forever, I love you so much, they were talking about lust, not love. That was clear, but still, you take so maybe there's a couple golden love songs, okay? But then you take these Bob Marley songs or these John Lennon songs. What I'm asking you as a songwriter, is there anything, what else can I put in a song? Because it seems like everything's been said already.
Well, nothing has been said, really. I don't think that songs have yet become really songs, poetry about the meaning of life. Even what we have, the Song of Songs, many people know that, but no one understands it. What's written in there. And there's a reason why it says the Song of Songs. A song is a great thing, and there's the Song of all songs, which is the highest level, the apex of human expression with respect to life, to reality. Look, just the name itself. This form of the medium, look at what it took, the Song of Songs. There's a reason for it. So I think that humanity is currently, well, it's still evolving, and in a very special kind of a development at a critical point, and they're beginning to understand, as you said, I understood that it's not about love, but about lust. And love has nothing to do with sex or with our body at all. It's got to do with giving, with looking at a person as important as me or even more than me. And this is something that yet we're not writing about it because humanity songs are not, it's a point where songs are not there. It is still not worried about it. What do we write about? Food, sex, family, money, power, domination. Our whole lives revolve around that, and so do our songs. Nature, how I can enjoy it or not, about suffering, what makes me feel good or bad. What's the difference between that, forgive me, and a cow mooing? For the cow, it's more natural. There's no doubt that it's coming from the bottom of its heart. And I don't think in its moo there's anything less than, excuse me for saying it, than all the songs of all of humanity put together through all times.
Well, when somebody sings a song, a cow,
at least a cow expresses its genuine, natural expression in an emotional, most natural way.
Fine. I disagree, but it's a great point.
I'm not disrespecting anything. Not yours or your profession, and I love songs. But I'm just saying we haven't come to express that moo, our moo,
Our
in
internal
the deepest
moo, yeah,
right
okay.
way.
You're talking about the Song of Songs, okay? It's over 1,000 years old. Nobody cares in America. Okay, people care maybe in the Bible Belt. People care in the synagogue or something.
No, we don't understand what's written there. No. I'm not
That's
even
my
talking
point.
about
My
those.
point is, how can you write? You're talking about writing a special kind of song, but nobody even understands. How do you even write a special song if you don't even know what it's talking? If you can only write the expression, no tears in the author, no tears in the person who reads it, right? So if the person who's writing it can't even feel this thing after 1,500 years, or even today, you're saying we can't even feel it. So what's the point of doing it? I mean, I can work on it, and then the next generation can work on it, and the next generation. But if we can't even feel what it is that you're talking about, then how can we even write that song?
Well, that song is not an example for us. For that, you have to be at a very special kind of attainment about the meaning of life. We're not talking about today's songs. But we'll get there. But at least, if a person truly wants to write a song about life, about something more internal, then he needs to work on himself. He has to write it from the source of life. He has to feel humanity at a more internal level. Where is our life coming from? Where is it going? What happens at the end of life, past the end of life? Is there a hidden reality? How can we open ourselves up? There's lots to write about, even in our lives, without being at the spiritual state or status. There are things that you can write about differently, about everything that happens today with people, the crisis, divorce, drugs, the problems with education, children and parents. Look, now we're in the midst of crisis. Look at how many people are losing their jobs. How many people have already become homeless. How many people are in great difficulties? What happens to people? I don't hear songs about that.
Okay,
Why not?
Michael Jackson has a song, okay? I'm trying to remember. It's like, I'm going to make a change for once in my life. I'm going to start with the man in the mirror. I'm asking him to change his ways. He's talking about, I have to change. You see the children on the street without enough to eat. Who am I to be blind, pretending not to see them cry? It's what you're talking about. There's so many songs already. Well, I guess what I'm asking you is is the only thing left to do is just rearrange the words in a certain way so that it'll be the right key to open this door? Or is there some other kind of thing? You're talking about families, crisis, economic crisis. This has all been written about.
No. Well, first of all, I don't know. Maybe enough has been written about it. Songs have to be written from a different level of sensations, of understanding. That's the difference. There's a difference if a child writes a song, and it's a child song, we know children's songs, or if a song is written by a person who knows the essence of life from within, and then his words too change, and the music becomes different. You can't even express it. It's a kind of feeling.